Welcome to our channel. Today we how to connect Java with Amazon Web Services, full guide step by step clearly. Begin by ensuring you have the Java Development Kit, or JDK, installed on your local machine. You can download the latest version of the JDK from the Oracle website. Once installed, confirm the installation by opening your command line and typing Java version. Next, you will need an AWS account to access Amazon Web Services. If you don't have an account, visit the AWS website and create one. After logging into your AWS account, navigate to the AWS Management Console. In the console, locate the IAM service to manage users and permissions. Create a new user by selecting Users from the sidebar and clicking on Add User. Provide a username and select the access type. Make sure to check the box for Programmatic Access. Proceed to set permissions for the user by choosing Attach Existing Policies directly. Select the policy that suits your needs, such as Amazon's 3 full access for S3 storage services. After setting permissions, reviewing the configuration is crucial. Click on Create User to generate access keys. Make a note of the access key ID and secret access key shown on the screen. Next, open your favorite integrated development environment, or IDE, like Eclipse or IntelliJ IDEA. Create a new Java project within your IDE. In the project settings, include the AWS SDK for Java as a dependency. You can add it manually or use a build tool like Maven or Gradle. If using Maven, add the AWS SDK dependency in your pom.xml file. For Gradle, include the dependency in your build.gradle file. Once the SDK is added, you're ready to write your Java code to connect to AWS. Start by importing the necessary AWS SDK classes in your Java file. For example, to connect to S3, import the relevant S3 client classes. Next, create a configuration object using your AWS credentials. Utilize the credentials and region to initialize the AWS service client. For instance, you can initialize the S3 client with the credentials you noted earlier. Now you can perform operations like creating, listing, or deleting buckets in S3. Write a method to list all S3 buckets by calling the relevant API methods. Finally, run your Java application to see it monitor the console for any output or error messages during execution. If any issues arise, double-check your IAM permissions and credentials. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.